Alright, in this video I'm going to talk about scriptures online. So in order to understand this, you need to understand something about Propresenter. Propresenter has like a bunch of different layers. So when you come up here, you see all of these buttons up here. These are all layers, okay? So you have video input here. You have media, you have slide, announcements, props, messages, and audio. You'll see all of them here as well. So all you need to know, this little button here is props, okay? All right. This button is macros. What are macros? Basically, in a short sense, you can program one button to do a bunch of stuff in here, okay? And then the props, those are simple, and all that is where you can overlay something at any time. It's a prop, it will go over top of stuff. So that could be a lower third, it could be whatever. Props, I usually just use them because sometimes, and we'll talk about this later in the Stream Deck video, it's easier to program a prop sometimes than it is like actual, like one of these type of media. So sometimes I'll use props because of the fact that it's just easy to program them in. Okay, so that being said, the NDI feed I'm sending upstairs that I talked about as a network feed. I'm sending that upstairs, and it has a couple things to it. So we'll come over here to the Bible, and we're just gonna go through this, and I'll just show you what it is. So let's just pick a scripture, Genesis, or let's do my favorite. Let's do Deuteronomy 28. All right, that's my favorite. All right, so I'm gonna click on this, and then I'm gonna come over here to my Stream Deck, and I'm gonna go to the live stream button, and let's go to online scripture. So I'm gonna hit that. Now you see that it has popped up there with my scriptures. So what we've got here is, let's come over here to options, and let's come to theme, and you just click that little right button there. And I have a couple different themes on here for scriptures. I have a West Kentucky Revival one here, and then I have like a Sunday morning type of one. Actually, hold on just a second. That's not where you want to go. Let me re-put that on here. You want to go up here to screens, and you want to go to edit layouts. Now upstairs, that's how you do it the way I just did it. Screens, edit looks, sorry about that. So you see that NDI one here. Now this button right here will show you what you're putting on your online. So right now I think it's got the Sunday AM scriptures. You're gonna click that. You're gonna come up here to edit. Now you're in the theme. So this is what you're sending. So when you do a scripture, when you do anything, when you do a template like this, wherever you want your verses to be, you literally type verse in there. And then wherever you want your reference to be, you type reference. Now, you say that's not centered. I know that, and it's kind of weird. So on the one up there, it is center. On the one down here, it's not. Not sure why that is. Propresenter, you're gonna find out, has a lot of weird glitches sometimes. So it is what it is. And I wish I could help you by there never being a glitch again, but there just are glitches. A couple things to note here. When I click this verse here, I'm gonna show you something I got going on that's pretty neat. So I have it set to about a 50. That's what I found works best. And then what I have is, I have auto scaling on. So you click this, and then I've done text down. So in other words, you can do up and down. So what this means is some scriptures are longer than other scriptures. So you can see I have this box here. The text is never going to go out of that box. What it'll do is it'll scale down the text size to fit in that box when it's a longer scripture, or it'll go up to 50. If I have it set to up and down, it'll go up to whatever it needs to go to. The only thing is you may have a scripture that only has a sentence on it, and the scripture may be up to 100, font size, which just looks kind of weird. So that's why I did a 50 as my highest, and then I did text down. You could do that any type of way. You could be creative on how you do that, but that's kind of how I chose to do it, and I think it works really well. Here's my reference. And so with this one, I just went with a theme that we've been going with, which is just an orange and white theme. You can change the color on all these. There's tons of videos out there on this kind of stuff, but this is just simple. You can change the colors and the text and the fonts and all that. I found these are the fonts that work really well together, and I think it looks clean. So that's what we're doing right now. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So if you'll notice, this is a checkered background here. Anytime you see a checkered background like that, that means that is a transparent background. So I'm literally sending it upstairs with a transparent background. And all that's doing is allowing it to be over top of the video. And instead of having black all right there, you actually see the video behind it. All right. And the reason I said the thing about the prop is this is a prop upstairs. So I made a prop and I put the video input of that NDI in that prop, and that's where you're seeing it overlay over the video. So when you click Scriptures Online here, what you're doing is triggering a prop upstairs that has that video overlaying the on top of the video. So I hope this helped you. There's tons of videos out there on this stuff, but this is just a simple video on what we're doing. All right. Thank God for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.